Hey Facebook, hey Live, it's your girl, Letitia B. Fikes, also known as Mrs. T. I am your greatest advocate. I'm also, sorry guys, every time I do this, okay, it looks clear, but before I get started, let me make sure that y'all can see me out there. Can I get some hearts on the screen, some, um, what is it, likes on the screen or something? Okay, it looks clear on my end now, but I don't know because every time I try to go on live, something happens, and yeah. Well, I'm gonna continue going because I'm trying to do this live before my client comes. Okay, I think we clear because I'm not hearing nothing from y'all end, so I think we're clear. Okay, so let me introduce myself again. I just got off track because it was blurring up for a minute. All right, so I am. Hey, Anthony, it's my brother. Thank you for watching. I am Letitia B. Fikes. I'm also known as Miss T. I am your greatest advocate. I am a licensed instructor for the state of North Carolina. I'm also a licensed hair care professional or cosmetologist in the same state. Been licensed for 14 years now. I've been a licensed instructor for 4 years. I've been doing this education thing for about 2 years, so I'm fairly new, and I'm loving this education part of the beauty industry. Like, I love to just educate people and just share knowledge. It just does something to me. But anyways, today what we're going to talk about, and if you have any questions yourself, make sure you put it in the comment below, and if I can see them come up on the feed, I'll answer the questions. So we're going to just be busting myths and facts about hair today. I'm not going to be before you long. I got about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 to 7 things that I'm going to bust, and that's it. Then I'm going to be off and then serving my clients for the rest of the day. Okay, so number one, dirt makes your hair grow. So what do y'all think? Dirt makes your hair grow? Yes or no? Hey, Kyria, thank you for joining us. So we are talking about the myths and facts of the beauty industry. I'm going to give y'all a second or two to think about it, and then I'm going to come back and bust it. So, dirt makes your hair grow. I remember growing up and, hearing aunts and different people like, oh, yeah, dirt make my hair grow. I ain't did nothing to my hair in a month. Or that's what they say, dirt makes your hair grow. Well, it actually doesn't. Too much buildup in product can kind of intercept with that growing stage. Like, if you have too much buildup on your scalp, your hair can't even grow through that. It can cause a lot of problems. It can cause a temporary alopecia to where your hair just falls out in that patch. Because once you have a buildup of a lot of product or even dirt in that area, it can't breathe. So therefore, like, bacteria and fungi and different things start to fester, and it causes things to happen to your hair. Yeah, I think that's what I put down. So it does not make your hair grow. A healthy scalp causes healthy hair. So make sure that your scalp is clean, that you're not doing a lot of buildup on your scalp. Make sure that massaging it can help promote hair growth, which we call that manipulation or stimulation, where you're just rubbing the scalp in a circular motion, and you'll see some hair start growing through there. Okay, so the next myth, I can't even get my words right. Myth and fact buster is trimming. Trimming make your hair grow. I know I heard that, like, oh, stylists use that all the time to get their clients to get a trim. Oh, trim your hair is gonna make your hair grow. Let's get a trim. Do you think that makes your hair grow? Well, actually, trimming does not make your hair grow. It promotes hair growth, because what it does is it eliminates the broken hair that eventually was going to cause your hair to continue to break. what it does is trimming prevents future breakage and it promotes hair retention. So that's why when you see your hair the same length for so long, it's because it's breaking at the same time it's growing. But if you trim your ends, you'll start seeing some growth because it's eliminating the breakage that could happen in the future. So just remember, when you go to your hair care professionals and they try to use that with you, you have a little bit of knowledge, but they won't steer you wrong. They won't. That's not what I'm saying. They won't steer you wrong, but you want to make sure that you know that your hair is going to grow regardless. I think our goal as consumers or anybody who's trying to grow hair, we kind of want some length. Unless you are a person who likes short hair, and in order to get that length, you need that retention. So in order for your hair not to break, it has to have moisture. It has to have mobility. So you just remember in your head, anything that's dry, it breaks. Anything have moisture, have mobility. So just remember that. Okay, this is another one. Color causes hair to break off. I try to introduce new clients to color, and a lot of them are intimidated because they're like, "Oh, it's gonna break my hair off." Oh, especially in a black community. A lot of people, they get color and they just let it grow out. They don't try to get no maintenance on it. Color is like a car. You can't just purchase a car and not deal with the maintenance. So if you're getting color requires a lot of maintenance. Like, you have to get your treatments, you have to get all kinds of moisture. You got to make sure that pH balance is balanced. It's a lot of things. You don't want to be all the way up on a pH scale or your pH balance, and it takes a long time for that hair to get back to a normal state. So you want to make sure that you follow and know with your hair care physician and make sure that your hair is intact, because if you neglect that, yes, it would go to breakage. It would break, So you want to make sure that you take care of your hair like you take care of anything else, like you take care of a newborn baby, like you take care of your car, if you take care of your car. But, yeah. Oil, I'm going to put these two together because they're the same thing. Oil is moisturizer and water is moisturizer. So y'all think about that for a second. I have clients, I ask, especially like new clients, they come in and, I'm doing a scalp and hair analysis, and, of course I'm rubbing my hands through the hair. I'm looking through their scalp. I'm trying to identify what's going on. The hair feel like real gunky and stuff like that. So, that tells me a lot of product, oil and stuff in there. So then I go to the question like, what are you doing for your hair to retain moisture? What are you doing this? And they're like, oh, wash and go. I just throw some oil in there and this and that. Oil is great. It does its job, which is to lock in the moisture. So oil by itself is not moisturizer, guys. So I know we're in this new craze where we embracing our curls, the return of the curls. I call y'all curly girls. Our curly girls, we're embracing our twist outs, we're embracing our braid out. But the thing is, you got to make sure that you have a moisture, and what is it? A cold wash is not going to give it to you. A cold wash is not going to give it to you. That creates a lot of buildup. So don't neglect your hair. Oil is not moisturizer. And water is definitely not moisturizer, because as soon as you put water in your hair, you go outside, it's evaporating. So you want to make sure that you know that. I prefer spray a leave-in conditioner in your hair. That's what I really prefer. And you want to do it to where your cuticles are open. You sit under a dryer, or you got a steamer, aquatic mister, whatever you have, you want to make sure that you do that. The last point that I got on here, and then I'm going off live because it wasn't supposed to be a long ride today. Protective styles doesn't cause damage. Now, I can tell you this. Too much of anything can be abusive. You can abuse the heat. You can get heat damage. You can abuse color and have some type of chemical damage. You can abuse your relaxers and applying it too much, have chemical damage. You can abuse basically anything, color, cuts, whatever, and even braiding. So braiding, you can abuse that too, even though it's supposed to be a protective style. You can abuse the braiding. You can abuse the sewing. You can abuse this new craze that's going on. Hey Tiffany, thank you for watching. What is it? The lace frontal. You can abuse that. How? First of all, we're gonna start with the braids. Okay, braids are not supposed to be in your hair 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. Braids are not supposed to be in your hair that long. I recommend braids to be in your hair for about, I say 8 weeks. Some people stretch it to 12 without no problems. Yes, but when you start seeing that the hair is dangling, it can create new problems. Hair start popping out the follicles, and therefore you can end up with traction alopecia, basically. The sewings is the same thing. Like your hair start lifting, and then you go back in and ask your stylist for a touch up, and your hair that's already lifting, they're getting a thread and pulling that back down. That can cause traction alopecia as well. So if they're not rebraiding that braid and tackling it down, then let's not do that. Let's see. So we did braids. Sewings is the same thing, because of course you have the braids on there, but the braids should not be tight when you're doing the sewings. So you want to make sure that the hair is secured, and that's what you want out of hair. You want security. You don't want headaches. You don't want tightness. You don't want none of that. And it's supposed to be a protected style, but it's not even protected no more once it gets to the point where the hair is ripping from the scalp. Edges, it was up here, but now back here. Like, it's not helping anymore. And I think that's it. Yeah, basically those two. It's so many different braids that you can get, but they all fall in that same category. You can have a protective style, but if you haven't been in too long, it's not protecting anymore. Okay, guys, I am out. This is your girl, Letitia B. Feist, also known as Mrs. T. Until next time, stay educated. And don't forget, if you have any questions about hair and you want to know if it's true or false, make sure that you put in your question underneath, and I will answer it later. So, again, if you have any questions about hair and you want to know if it's true or false or what you should do to hair, make sure you put it in the comment box, and I'll make sure to answer you. Noel, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. All right, and again, I'm Miss T, and I'm out. Stay educated.